You know, I really like tea.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to a video today on how to get started playing classic Doom mods. Now, I may be no expert in the field, but I've played mods for the past 2.5 years. I've had some incredible experiences, met some very talented people, and today, I would like to open a brand new world of possibilities for you. In this video, I will break down the basics of Doom modding into a concise form that you will be able to understand regardless of your experience with Doom, modding, or both. Let's get started. So starting off, you're gonna need to own Doom. You probably already completed this step, but if not, there's a lot of places to buy it. The main popular one would be Steam. You can get Doom 1993 here, which is the first Doom game, and then you also can get Doom 2. Now, most mods use Doom 2 as a base and build on that, but certain ones use Doom 1 as well, so you're gonna want both games. You can get them for $5 each, or you can go to like a key reselling site like Fanatical and get a Steam key for $1.80 and save you $3. That's pretty cool. That's not the only option though. You can also get them from GOG, that's what I did. You can still find physical discs sometimes. I have this one. I think it's just the shareware episode, but I got it from Goodwill, so that's cool. If you have no money or no way of spending it on the internet, you can use FreeDoom instead. Now, what is FreeDoom exactly? Well, a few years after Doom 2 released, the developers at id Software decided to move on to different projects. So they released the source code for their engine to the public, allowing anybody to tinker with it, make something new on top of it, whatever suited their fancy. Allowing people to make games that were very similar to Doom, but didn't use any of Doom's copyrighted assets. So that's what FreeDoom is. It uses the same engine, so it feels and plays just like Doom, but it's got different monsters, different graphics, sounds, music, levels, etc. And so many Doom mods that you need Doom 2 as a base for will work perfectly fine using FreeDoom. Once you have your game, the next thing you're gonna wanna grab is a source port. Essentially what a source port is it's where they've taken Doom's engine, modified it to add in all kinds of new features, quality of life improvements, and make it more compatible with modern operating systems such as Windows 11. And the beauty of this is that it allows you to do things previously not possible with the Doom engine, including running all these advanced mods. Now, there's plenty of options out there among source ports, and they have different advantages and disadvantages between them, but the best one to start off with, in my opinion, would be GZDoom. It's widely compatible with the greatest variety of mods, super simple to set up and use, and yet so powerful that commercial game releases occasionally use this as their engine of choice. So go ahead and download GZDoom by clicking Windows 64-bit here. Then go to your downloads folder, and you're gonna wanna unzip it from the zip folder here. And once that's done, you can go ahead and delete the zip folder as you won't need it anymore. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is your GZDoom installation. You can move this folder to wherever you like to. I want to put it into local disk C myself, just because that's the root of my computer and I always know where it is. But before we do that, there's one other thing we're gonna do. And for that, I'm gonna open a new Windows Explorer window by right-clicking and hitting open in new window. So you're gonna wanna go to where you have your Doom game installed, be that Steam, GOG, wherever, and copy over the game's data files to GZDoom's folder right here. So for me, I have the games installed through GOG, so I'm gonna go to GOG games here, then go to Doom, and I'm looking for doom.wad. So we're gonna copy that over here, that's Doom 1. And then Doom 2, we're gonna go in here, go into Doom 2 again, Doom2.wad. And there we go. So now we have the setup for GZDoom, and we can start it by hitting the executable here. Double click. We're gonna select either Doom 1 or Doom 2 based on what you wanna play. I'm gonna use Doom 2 just because that's what most mods use. And now that we have it open, we're going to go into our options menu here and change a couple of things around. First thing is gonna be sound, because I feel like that's a little bit too loud to try to talk over. Much better. All right, so now let's go to customize controls. This is where you can set up your controls for how you want to play the game. Me personally, I like the default just fine. WASD to move around, E to interact with things, etc. Mouse to fire your gun. Otherwise, you should go to player setup. Now there's a couple of settings here I like to try and change as well. The main one being always run. By default, this will be turned off, so if you want to run in-game as Doom Guy, you're gonna have to hold down Shift. Turn this on, you don't have to do that, it's super convenient. Switch on pickup, if you pick up a new weapon, it's gonna switch to it automatically. That's ended up screwing me a lot of times in certain gunfights, so I end up turning that off. Otherwise, go to display settings here, make sure preferred rendering API is set to OpenGL, make sure render mode is set to hardware accelerated. Outside of that, everything else should be good, except here for texture filtering mode. I recommend you turn that off, because when it's on, they try to make the pixels smoothed out so it looks better, but it ends up just making everything look smeary. If you turn this off, everything looks way more crisp. Case in point. See? You can see the difference. Check it out. It's like night and day. I don't know why that's turned on by default. Me personally, I like to turn off auto aim because in the original Doom, you could only look like side to side like this. You couldn't look up and down. But in GZDoom, they add in this feature called mouse look, allowing you to aim up and down freely, which allows you to aim your gun more accurately. But you still have auto aim trying to decide where to move it. So in order to turn that off, you can go here to option search, look for auto aim, and then allow auto aim. Turn that to no, that'll turn it off. So outside of that, you should be basically good to go. You can play through the Doom 2 campaign just like this if you want to. But the whole point of this is not to be able to run Doom better than we could ever run it before. The point is to run Doom mods. And to do that, you're gonna need one more thing, which is a Doom launcher. Having a Doom launcher isn't completely necessary, but it makes organizing and playing your Doom mod collection so much easier and more convenient. There's a lot of options out there, just like with source ports, but my favorite is Doom Explorer, and I recommend that's the one you use to start off. So go to the website, go to Doom Explorer 2.24, which is the latest version, hit download, Doom Explorer again, and then download again, and there you go. Now it downloads it in a zip folder just like GZDoom, but what's funny is this is actually just a regular installer setup wizard like you would have for any other Windows program, so I don't know why it's in a zip folder. So double click this, it'll ask for administrative permissions, hit yes, and then it'll open up this little installer. If you want to customize the install location, you can. I just have it set to default, goes super quick. And there you go. Now, the first time you run this, it's gonna pop up with this message and ask if you'd like it to automatically search for all your iWads and your source ports, which I'm going to hit yes. So it should be able to find GZDoom, Doom 1 and 2, and add them right here to Doom Explorer, which it did. And now that we're done with that, all we need to do is add in our mods, which go here in this PWads box. So where do you get mods for Doom? Well, that's the good news, is you can get those basically anywhere. One of the most popular places to find them and to post them is here on DoomWorld. DoomWorld is like the place to hang out if you're a fan of classic Doom. There's all kinds of other Doom fans on here, and they're making stuff, they're sharing things around, they're comparing stuff, they're writing reviews. Right here under WADs and Mods is where people post all their various mod projects, like right here, for example, you got My First WAD, The Deep, Doom Delta version. Oh, actually, isn't that the thing that they used to run it on Android? Maybe. Hey, Future Kess here, just want to chime in, that's not what that was at all. There's Naga's Abyss, there's the Flaescus, whatever that is, right? And it's not just a place to post mods either. There's stuff for multiplayer Doom. There's stuff for console Doom. Here's FreeDoom, it's got a section. Here's sections for newer Dooms. Here's a section for everything else. If you just want to shoot the crap with other classic Doom fans about the latest episode of Better Call Saul, you can do that. If you want to make a counter argument to get good when it comes to video games and difficulty, you can do that right here on DoomWorld. Obviously, though, that's not the only place to get mods. There's plenty of other places out there. In fact, ZDoom actually has its own forum that you can check out if you want to. I don't use it that much. I prefer DoomWorld, but it's there. I've heard good things about it. There's definitely mods there. There's also ModDB. That's a classic modding site, and there's, goodness, a lot of Doom mods are on here. Total Chaos, probably one of the most fancy looking out of all the Doom mods. I mean, that doesn't even look like Doom anymore. It looks like a Resident Evil knockoff. That is on ModDB. There is Doom the Golden Souls, which is on itch.io for some reason, but it's awesome. There's doomhack.org, which has plenty of levels uploaded to here for preservation mostly. This is maintained by DoomKid, another cool Doom YouTuber who you should check out. And then on DoomWorld again, this is the id Games level archive. And here, people upload their maps once they're done. This is probably the most complete level archiving site out there, even though it doesn't have every single Doom mod or anything. It has so many of the more well-known ones, even the lesser-known ones, going all the way back to the early 90s. And it's still used and still has stuff being uploaded to it even to this day. For example, let's say we want to play Weird West, right? Let's say we want to play that. We can click on it. We can use whatever download mirror we want. I used Virginia just because it's closest to where I live. So it downloads it in a zip folder, and there should be a WAD file in here and then a text file with information about the level. It's the same information that's in this little box here. So Weirdo Town. Oh, that's different from Weird West, but okay. So weirdotown.wad and weirdotown.text, this opens up, blah, blah, blah. This map was originally part of the bonus levels episode, 2 new maps, etc. So weirdotown.wad, we're gonna open up Doom Launcher here. We're gonna hit these 3 dots next to the add button instead of the add button itself. And we're gonna go to Weirdo Town and select the WAD, and there you go. We can go ahead and hit start game and start playing oh, it opened it in a windowed mode. So I forgot to check this little full screen box, so let's try that again. There we go. Now we're getting into Doom 2. Okay, new game. Let's say hardware mode, ultraviolence, and there we go. Cleanse the town of all evil. As you can see, oh crap. Oh, that's a pretty bad evil. So yeah, guys, now we're playing a custom Doom level. So yeah, that's how you get basic single player mods working in Doom. If you want to, you could combine a custom map like this that you got from id Games with like a gameplay mod. For example, there's something out there called Smooth Doom, which has like improved animations that have been created at a higher frame rate, you know, has more variety to like the way enemies fall down. It's interesting. Here, I'll show you. So basically, you can look for Smooth Doom. It's hosted on DoomWorld, but it's not in the id Games level archive because this is just for levels. It's not for gameplay mods, but it's linked on DoomWorld and it's actually hosted here in Google Drive. So you can go here, you can hit download, and this is gonna download as a .pk3. And that's what most of the mods that you'll encounter will be, is either .wads or .pk3s. Golden Souls Remastered, .pk3. So go here into Doom Explorer again, hit these 3 dots, go back to downloads, hit Smooth Doom PK3. So it will now launch both Weirdo Town and Smooth Doom together. So let's start this up. Back on the Doom 2 screen, going through this, wait for OBS to catch up. All right, so if we go in here and grab the shotgun, see, you can really see the difference, can't you? And that's just one example, right? That's just one example based off the top of my head. You could add in a flashlight mod. I don't know why you'd want to, because it's daytime. You could combine Brutal Doom with this. You could do basically whatever you want. Obviously, not all mods are gonna work together based on what people changed and what they didn't. But the only way to learn what is compatible and isn't is through trial and error, right? And I'll give you guys a little tip for that too. Let's say you get a configuration that you really like this Weirdo Town Smooth Doom thing we got, right? We could name this over here Weirdo Town in the save configuration box, hit add, and then anytime we want to play this, we just have to double click this. And at the same time, if we want to play something else, like let's say we decide we want to play Doom the Golden Souls, for example, we can go here and hit download. It'll be a zip folder. Whoops, added that to my favorites, didn't I? Oh well, it's one of my favorite mods, I guess, because it deserves it. Okay, so now we can just clear all this list out. We can go here, we can grab the PK3 from that folder, and then we can make a new configuration. Doom the Golden Souls, add. And every time we double click between them, it pulls up our previous configuration. If you like playing a wide variety of mods, this is an excellent way of like keeping all your configurations nice and organized and not having to rebuild them all over again. Anyway, outside of that, I don't think there's much more I need to show you. You now know everything you need to know to play classic Doom mods. Now, if you're interested in getting involved in learning a little bit more stuff, getting into the more advanced side of things, there are a few resources you should check out. If you want to learn more about source ports and some of the differences between the varying ones out there, D-Wars made 2 excellent videos on the subject about a subjective look at source ports. Now, if you want to learn about Doom launchers, I shamelessly ripped off D-Wars' concept and made a video called A Subjective Look at Doom Launchers. So you can decide maybe you want to use some other than Doom Explorer. And if you want to play multiplayer Doom mods, I didn't really talk about that. I just focused strictly on single player. The reason is because I made a whole nother video right here. How to set up and play Xandronum, Doom Online Install Guide. Everything you need from this video will be linked down below. But for now, that's all from me. Thank you guys very much for watching. Let me know how this goes from you. If you have any issues that come up, let me know. I'll try my best to help. Somebody else will as well, hopefully. Doom community has a lot of kind people in it. Check out my Discord, because we do some fun stuff there. And until next time, I've been your host, Kess Gaming, and I will see you all at the top.
You gotta get out there and earn, son.